Hi everyone, this is Chris from abarabove.com, and today we're going to be focusing on egg whites and how to incorporate them into your drinks. I remember when I was making the jump from bartender to mixologist, I was doing a lot of research on classic cocktails, and every once in a while egg whites would pop up as an ingredient. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it was kind of freaked me out a little bit, just incorporating raw uncooked eggs into a drink and then consuming them. But I'm here to assure you that I tried it, I loved it, and I'm still here to talk about it. And if you think about it, there's so much alcohol and citrus in the drinks that utilize egg whites that it actually cleanses it and makes it okay and very safe to drink. You have nothing to worry about. So the drink that we're going to be focusing on today is the Pisco Sour. It's the national drink of Peru, and Pisco is a Peruvian brandy. And traditionally you will use egg whites in this cocktail, but today we're going to do a side-by-side comparison with and without the egg whites, just to show the differences between the two. So here on my left, we've already made one of the Pisco Sours without egg whites, so the ingredients are Pisco, lemon juice, and rich simple syrup. And here in my cheater tin, I have the exact same ingredients as the first cocktail. But I have left out the egg whites, and so I'm going to add the egg whites to the drink, shake it up, and then we're going to see the difference between the two. So let's go ahead and get started with that. There you are. And with any egg white drink, you're going to want to dry shake the cocktail, and that means not putting any ice in there at all. And the reason for it is that you want to incorporate as much air as possible into the drink and break up the proteins of the egg and essentially create this nice emulsion or foam that's going to be resting right across the top of the cocktail. So there you are. And now let's add some ice, and we're going to chill this drink down and just kind of see how it looks in the cocktail. So just going to add some ice to this mixing tin, give it a good couple shakes, and enjoy another tasty beverage. So one of the things to also remember is when you're shaking cocktails, you always want to have the smaller portion of your tins behind you, because what's going to happen is one of these days this is going to break open and the contents are going to go flying, and if it's the other way around, it's going to go flying in front of your guests. So you always want to have it pointing backwards. And maybe one of these days on one of these videos it's going to break open, it's going to splatter everywhere, and trust me, I'm not going to edit that out. I want you guys to see that. But until then, let's go ahead and chill this cocktail down. All right, so now, as with any shaken cocktail, you're going to want to fine strain this drink, just in case there's any pulp in here from the lemon juice that we're using, and ice shards from the ice kind of getting broken apart as you create the cocktail. So there you are. And I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but across the top we have this beautiful foam. And there's a nice colored variation that I'm sure is coming across the camera, but from my perspective, that looks really nice. So here you are, and now we're going to garnish this cocktail. And now that we're at this angle, we can see the differences immediately on the two drinks. This is the cocktail without egg whites. You see it's a clear surface, not much on, it just looks like a standard cocktail. And if you look at the one with the egg whites, you see that beautiful foam that's right across the top of it. So I like to describe that as a canvas now that we're going to garnish this drink. Typically what I like to do is I'll put some lemon oil right across the top, because that'll be the first thing that you smell when you start to drink your cocktail. But now that you have this suspension right across the top, I'm actually going to add some bitters right over the egg foam and create a design in there. This is something that you can definitely do at your bar, and it's just an instant wow factor and just creates a really beautiful cocktail. So now that you've suspended the bitters, sorry, we used Angostura bitters for that. Now that you have it suspended on your egg white foam, Just going to use a toothpick or a pick and drag it across the top. And I'll create these really cool designs. So there you have it, one of the other advantages of using egg whites in cocktails. So now that we've garnished the cocktails, let's go ahead and do my favorite portion of this video, and it's the side-by-side taste test. And we'll see how the egg whites really do affect the cocktail. So first we'll try the one without egg whites. It's a good drink. Definitely tastes all the components. The lemon juice kind of shoots right through it. Very tart. It's still very good. Not quite balanced. So now let's try the one with egg whites. Much more balanced. You can still taste all the components. You can taste the lemon juice. You can taste the alcohol. And a thing that is apparent is that the egg whites are actually kind of knocking off the sharp corners of all the ingredients. So you're not tasting all the sweet. You're not tasting all the sharp angles on the citrus, on the lemon juice. And the alcohol kind of gets muted down a little bit. One of the things that I would definitely recommend when working with egg whites is that egg whites, like I said previously, tend to mute out some of the other flavors. So you're going to have to increase some of the taste profiles that you're working with just for them to shine through when you're using egg whites. So there you have it. That's my recommendation on egg whites and how we use them at the bar I work at. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this series, and we're going to see you again soon. And until then, have a great shift and cheers. I'm going to go ahead and finish this drink.